morning, guys. I should say good afternoon. It's 1:14. I woke up really late today because I woke up with a migraine, and that doesn't happen very often. Usually, migraines don't happen very often, period, for me. But when I do get them, usually it's at night, but I woke up with one. So, anyway, but it got better after my treatment. Caffeine, I guess, helped. So, I am about to take Trikafta, and it is a very special day. I'm actually about to start a new box. I finished off my last box last night, so this is like almost exactly like a year ago because it's a fresh box that hasn't been opened yet, which is always really fun. It's always nice when you have a fresh box, and it's always nice when you finish another box. I don't know, I just like it. Same with the week packets. I don't know if I'm just weird in this sense, but I like when I have a fresh week packet, and I like when I finish. So anyway, but today for me is 1 year on Trikafta. So 1 year ago today, I took these for the first time, and I believe a year ago I only took, here, let me open this so I can show you what I'm meaning in case you guys are not a CFer and don't know what I'm talking about. If I can not murder it. Okay. So I believe a year ago I only took the little blue pill because it came in the afternoon, so I was still on Orkambi, and so I think I took Orkambi in the morning, and then I took this little blue pill at night, which wasn't that much of a difference because the little blue pill is just Trikafta, which Orkambi had in it anyway, so it wasn't anything different. But the next morning, February 21st, is when I took the orange pills for the first time, which are different because they have the well, actually, I don't think I had the Trikafta or the Trikafta, so it was new. And so February 21st, tomorrow, is the first day that I took like stuff I hadn't taken before, but a year ago today was the first time I ever took a Trikafta, the first time I ever held it in my hands. And I remember being so nervous because Orkambi had been doing pretty good things for me. I was in a pretty stable-ish spot, and I just didn't know how it was gonna go. And a year later, it changed my life in ways that I couldn't have even dreamed of at the time. It actually came for me at the perfect time because I started Orkambi in 2015, and at first it shot my lung function up, but then it just gradually kind of fell back to where not where I was, but where it was dropping. Orkambi pretty much saved my life because in 2014, my lung function had gone to 30%. I got really, really sick. That's why my right lung is still damaged from that. And then a year later, October of 2015, I started Orkambi, and it actually took my lung function to 81%, but it was very short-lived, and then it kind of stabilized in the 60s. And so I was happy with this stability, and I was scared to mess it up, and I just didn't know how Trikafta was gonna go. So my hope when I started Trikafta was, as long as it does for me at least as much as Orkambi, then I'll be happy with it. And that was where I set my expectations. But I can't even begin to describe what Trikafta has done for me. The best way I can describe it is Trikafta, I mean, right now I'm sick, but when I'm not sick, Trikafta has taken CF from this constant like veil in front of me to background noise behind me. If somebody had told me that I would go almost an entire year without coughing, I'm saying, like, I'm basing this off when I'm healthy, because when I'm sick, obviously that changes. But if somebody had told me I would go almost an entire year without coughing, I wouldn't have believed them. I don't cough anymore. Even now that the pneumonia is going away, I don't cough at all. At all. Like, not when I'm doing my morning treatments, not when I wake up, not when I laugh, not when I run, nothing. And that is, I think that out of everything is the most amazing thing that it has done for me. I don't cough at all. And I wouldn't have believed you if you told me that. It took my lung function from 63% to 78%, and I'm still stabilized. Around last time I did PFTs, it was like 77. So I'm still stabilized in that general area. Now they're probably a little bit lower right now. I actually have a virtual pulmonary appointment next week, but I can't do PFTs. But they're probably a little bit lower right now just because I was sick. But it took my lung function, I think it was, what is that, like 15%, 16%, something like that. And it came at the right time because the clinic before Trikafta, my lung function had dropped 10%. And it was gradually dropping, and then it just dropped more. And we didn't really know why. So this came at the perfect time, and I'm still there a year later. What else? I have more energy. And it did take my weight up. Now I'm having a lot of problems with my weight right now, but for about 6 months it did take my weight up higher than I have been. And yeah, I have more energy. If I was not on Trikafta, I don't know if I would even be able to babysit Mason like I do, because I can't hold a baby while I'm coughing all the time. You know, I couldn't have one of those big coughing attacks and still take care of the baby all day. So it's given me the ability to have that part-time job watching Mason. I mean, I don't get paid for it. It's my sister, but it is a job. Yeah, it's just taken me to places I didn't even dream was possible with my CF. I remember the first week of Trikafta was pretty rough. I was coughing a lot, but I remember, I think it was like a month later or something after that, I breathed and I was just like, wow, I've never felt this before. I've never felt this before. Even when my lung function was higher and I wasn't having as many problems, I never felt like this before. And I remember when the coughing stopped, I just kept waiting for it to come back, and it never did. And every day I'm still thankful for these 3 little pills that make so much difference. And I really wish every single CFer out there could feel like this. I really do. But even now I have a CF friend who takes Trikafta. I mean, his lung function is a lot lower than mine, but I remember we used to talk and we would have conversations and we'd both be coughing a lot, and now we can talk for an hour and neither one of us cough. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I think, now obviously there's no cure for CF, and Trikafta is not a cure for CF either. I still have to do all my other medicines, I still have to do my treatments, but even that, I've been able to decrease them. Talking with my CF team, I have gone from 2 to 3 treatments a day to, when I'm healthy, just having to do 1. And that was under guidance from my CF team. I've been able to decrease my enzymes. Well, originally I was able to decrease, right now they're increased. We're trying to figure that out, but it did mess with a couple of things. The enzyme dosage being one of them. Like, it's not all hunky-dory, but where was I going with that? Anyway, but so it's not a cure. Like, I still have to do all my treatments, I still have to do my meds, I still have to, you know, stay on top of things. I still get sick. Obviously the 2 little antibiotics sitting on the counter right here prove that point, but I am able to clear it up with oral antibiotics now. I didn't have to go in for IV antibiotics, where if I had gotten an infection like I did, which was pretty severe with the way my oxygen was dropping, it would have been almost guaranteed hospitalization, and it wasn't. And it's finally clearing up after 8 days of this now. So it's not a cure, and I still get sick, and I still have CF, but if this is as good as it gets, I am 100% okay with that, because for the first time I feel like, you know, a year later now, maybe I have a chance to live a very long time. This is gonna be morbid, but I mean, I always thought, like, you know, I'm probably gonna die young, because I had a CF friend in 2018 who passed at 22. I know people, you know, CF that passed at 21. Like, it's when you get into those 20s and 30s that the CF really starts hitting you. And so I expected, you know, my lung function will probably start declining at some point. But right when my lung function did start declining, here comes Trikafta to save the day. And a year later, I'm still just as thankful for these pills as I was a year ago. And I remember being, there's days where I just come and take it and it's routine now because it has been a year, but when I really stopped to think about it, it changed my life. Completely changed my life. And I will forever be thankful for that. So I'm gonna take this now because it's 1:30 in the afternoon and I probably should. I'm also gonna do, I'll show you guys, I got a paint by number that I'm gonna do today, and I got some more puzzles. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that since I've been headachy, but I'm gonna take this and probably upload this because this is 10 minutes long already, and I'm just gonna rest most of the day because I don't want to make my head worse. I do have to start packing because I'm going to my sister's house tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited to start that up again. I was very thankful for the week off, but I'm ready to start that up again, and yeah, and not sleep till 12 because that's what I did today. So but here we are. here's to 1 year on Trikafta, and here's to hopefully many more. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you the other things I got. I'm not sure if I'm gonna upload this right now because my head is like hurting a lot again, but I just wanted to show you the things I got. So I got 3 new puzzles because I ordered, what was it, 6 of them in December, and I've done almost all of them. So I got 3 more. I got one that is the New York City, like Times Square. I don't even know if you can see that. You can kind of see it. Times Square. I have the lights off in here. I have one that is, I think it was A and C or something is what it was called. It almost looks like a grease type thing. Come on. So I got that one. And then I got one that is a sailboat. So. And then I saw my sister have one of these, and so it made me want one. It is, it is a paint by number that is Lady of the Tramp. You can kind of see it's shiny, but anyway, it's Lady of the Tramp, and there's 20 different little paints, so that should be a lot of fun. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to get into today, but I'm pretty excited for the paint by number. I did one of those years and years ago when I was in the hospital, and haven't done one since, so that should be fun. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today here. I will upload this when my head doesn't feel like exploding, and I'm just finishing off this boost, so then I'm probably just gonna go lay in bed for a little while, but then I'll upload this. But it's gonna be a quiet day, just maybe do that painting and just chill out, but it's a pretty exciting day as well, just because it is 1 year. So with that, thank you guys so much for coming along on my day today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.